I have a quote for you today, and also have a scripture verse. And the scripture verse came first, and it's from Proverbs 15:3. It says this, it says, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, watching the evil and the good." There's a part of me that's greatly convicted by that passage of scripture, just that verse. The eyes of the Lord in every place, he's omnipresent, and he's watching the evil and the good. And I'm glad because, I hope that the good gets seen, and I hope that the evil is exposed. Maybe not so much so when the evil is something that's a part of my own correction. But then this other quote came to me in light of this verse. It says, "Even if God seems silent, he is always present." I think sometimes we confuse his silence for his absence, and he is never absent. He is omnipresent, omnipotent, and he is also omniscient, all-knowing. This verse and quote, they stopped me kind of dead in my tracks, and it was very convicting to me personally. I think the problem is not that God is not speaking. I think the problem is that we're not listening, or worse yet, that we won't listen and we refuse to listen. His word speaks, period. But you have to read it in order to know what it says. Too many have missed their love letter that they need to hear from God. They've missed their marching orders or their spiritual directions because they've not heard God speak when he's speaking through his word. And he has given us his word to tell us about who he is and to tell us about ourselves too. He has spoken in his word, and he shouldn't have to repeat himself because he's made it very clear. We cannot censor or know actually his omnipotence, his omnipresence, or his omniscience unless we pay better attention to the word that he's given us, because he isn't silent. He's everywhere. He's watching the evil and the good. And can I tell you, God is not only not mocked, he is all-knowing, all-seeing, and all-doing. We have 2 ears and 2 eyes, and we have 1 mouth. And that should be a clue to how much more we watch and we listen than we talk. We need to listen and see more, and we need to speak less. And we should focus on our relationship with God on not interrupting so much. He's not silent. Wait for him to speak. Listen to him, look for him in his word, and see what he has to say to you. I understand this is not easy. We may need to be more silent, even ourselves, for long periods of time in order to hear anything from him. It just takes a long time to get quiet enough to where we can listen and hear. And so today, would you listen with me? And you, like myself, might be surprised, delightfully surprised at what we hear.